Hello, I'm gonna talk about this book that I just read in my class in the IEP program, which the name is Happy North States, which is the life story of two black women. Her name was Bessie Delaney and Sadie Delaney. So basically, this book starts talking about their memories in their childhood, how was when they were childs, and they also talk about their father's family and their mother's family too. So basically, the book start just give it like introduction, the how everything begins, like from the beginning. Like for example, Sadie and Bessie Delaney, their father, he was born in slavery, but he was owned by the Moss family. And actually, they were the Moss family teach them to write and read. So when the slavery ends, so they had the freedom, so they had like some kind of advantages from another's color people, so people they won't take advantage of them. Then when he grew up, he went to the college and he went to the St. Augustine and to study, and then there was when he met Nanny, Sadie and Bessie's mother. So they get married, and Sadie and Bessie's mother, she was issue-free Negro, so she was more like her skin was light compared to her husband. So they had several kids, and in the book, the sister, they talk about 10 and several time. And so, well, the sister, they had like a very separate like childhood, that their father, he was always checking on them, like how they look clean and all that stuff. He was very disciplined. And her mother, she was very festive, like she would take care of them, the food she also prepared like good meal with vitamins and all that stuff. So when the Jim Crow law, it was like official law, like they begin to have all these struggles, like they had to be, it was this segregation where they had to be separate from white people. So the white people, they were superior to them. So sometimes they couldn't sit at the front of the bus, so they had to sit in the back. So the bathroom, there were separate bathroom for colored and for black people. So all these issues, that was the way they grew up, dealing with this every day. I bet you it was very hard for them. I can't imagine living like that. And another thing that I remember about this book, it was when, I mean, Bessie, she was the one that I think got all this pain. It wasn't bother her because she was darkness. So the white people, they will be more like focused on her, like she was the target because her skin. So by the time she didn't know what was happening, but she find out someday. She looked at the newspaper when she saw the colored people were being lynching without no reason, just to look at somebody in a certain way. They will be killed. Even the Robbie boy would kill their entire family. So I think it was pretty hard for them. But they go through all this stuff, but they never stopped doing what they want. They keep doing what they want. And when the two sisters grew up, after her graduation, they decided to move to New York, where it was a whole different world for them. But the good thing is, like, they never changed their personality. They still going to church and always helping people. Well, it was one of the motto of the Delaney family. Just your job is help people. And when they moved to New York, they had to deal with another issues. It was the woman rights and the civil right, and then they had to deal with this. It was this, but that time the woman couldn't do certain thing, like women couldn't have like the right to vote. But one day they got it. They could be able to vote, and Sadie and Bessie was very, very happy. And I think they both work hard they really work hard. Even when they were in the college, and the teacher, it would give it to Bessie like a good grade just because she was a scholar. She didn't stop doing what she wanted. She just continued doing. And I think I'm pretty proud of Bessie and Sadie. I think they did pretty well. So they moved to New York, and Bessie, she was the second dentist woman in New York, and Sadie, it was the first teacher in the high school, and she was teaching domestic science. So I think that's what she wanted to do. And by the time they moved, they happened a lot of stuff. Bessie, she always wanted to go out and march and all the stuff, but on the north side, Bessie, she didn't want to do that. And another thing is, like, Bessie, she always helped people even if they didn't have money to pay her. So I think she had a really good heart inside, even for everything that she went through. Her heart it was something nice in her. And Bessie, and well, with the time, everything going fast, her father died, and they feel really bad. But so they decide, her mother moved with the children, with the Lennox children. She moved with them. Bessie and Sadie, they buy a nice house with a garden, so her mother could stay there and just doing what she liked to do, just putting flower and decoration. So I think it was pretty nice. The sister take care of her mother. most when she was just alone. So they pretty much take care of her when her mother was getting old, very old. And one of the sisters quit their job, Bessie, and just take her home and take care of her mom. But her mom died after that in a while, so one of their brothers will die too. And Sadie and Bessie, they just was getting all and all and all. And I think that after everything they went through, they were so old, so they were living in this house by themselves. They get up every morning to do yoga. They try to eat healthy. And Bessie, the thing that I think the garlic helped her to, to live more long, because she really liked garlic. And well, in my opinion, this book, I think it's a good book. I give it like, I don't give it as 100% because it was pretty sad. Everybody died, and all this, struggle with slavery is pretty sad. I think that I would prefer another book, like something happy. I mean, I know Sadie and Bessie have a lot of fun, but mostly everything was just sad and dead. Hold on! Sorry. Everything was just sad and made me so angry. How people can be so mean. It's just, it's made me cry. So I think that this book also, tell a lot as something that happened in the past. What people are so bad with Sadie and Bessie, and I mean, it's just, I like it, but not like, it was not something that I would prefer to read, because it was pretty sad. Just reading what Sadie and Bessie go through, and but well, for an hour. Anyway, the book just give me some idea what was going on, so to understand a little bit about American history. I guess that was one of the point, just to kind of understand what was happening. But I learned a lot of, I like phrases like "get under my skin." I think that was one of my favorite. I don't let it get under my skin, or back off. Little word like that there. I really enjoy it. So, well, this is all about my summarizing. So I hope you enjoy it, and thank you so much. Bye.